Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, buenos dias. My name is Ted from Contours Travel. I'm the owner, manager and operator, and this is our third of many webinars that we're going to perform and show you and tell our favourite areas, which is South America. I'm just going to talk about what is known as the Lakes District of Chile and Argentina, and they operate in this area here, Puerto Montt, Puerto Varas, and the lakes are through here, and on the other side is Bariloche, on the Argentine side. So we're going to sort of see what people need to do in this particular area. My very first visit into this area was in 1975 when I used to drive overland camping tours, and so that's our experience. Today the roads are fantastic and the signs are great, and it's quite easy to do self-drive, and that's what we'd like to do. We can do FITs, people can fly into, say, Temuco or Puerto Montt and stay overnight and do all sorts of things, and then take the lakes crossing. But a nice idea is to fly into Temuco and pick up a car hire, and in our brochure we have these fly drives suggestions. So you can start in Temuco, drop the car off 5 or 6 or 7 days later in Puerto Montt. You can cross over into Argentina and visit all this beautiful area also, and then come back and drop off the car. And of course the programs work in both directions. What do we do and see there? Lots of beautiful countryside, national parks. This is just a sample of the vehicles that we can provide for your clients. As I said, the roads are well marked, and if your clients have driven around Europe, Italy, France or Spain, then they'll be very comfortable in this particular area. But the distances are a bit long, so they've got to be aware of that. What do we do? Dominated by the Andes on the west side of Chile, and of course on the other side, the east side is the Argentine part of the Andes. So fly fishing, skiing. Right now it's winter time, so all this area is covered in beautiful snow, and it's a different scene. Any time is a good time to visit, as long as clients know that this particular area, as we go down south, and especially down to Patagonia, it can be quite cold. It's still worthwhile visiting. Skiing, walking, trekking, river rafting, canoeing, bike riding, all sorts of nice easy walks and heavy trekking if you like, sailing, bird watching, and beautiful hotels. All the way from Temuco, where we just started, and on the way down to Pucón and down to Puerto Montt, there's a whole lot of hot spring areas, so it's a nice way of sort of breaking up a journey after a nice walk or a bike ride, and just to relax in one of these hot spring pools. One of our favourite hotels just outside Pucón, Temuco, is Vira Vira. We've got a special on at the moment. This is run by a couple of people from Germany, and it's an all-inclusive farm, and they grow their own produce, and you can learn how to make cheese and do cooking classes, and they have lots of lovely activities. Another lovely hotel that's European influence is on the lake of Villarrica, just in the town of Pucón, this particular. There's quite a few lodges and hotels all the way through that we pre-book for your clients according to their budgets. This is the Pucón, the town of Pucón. That hotel we just saw is just back here a little bit on the lake, and on the other side is the Villarrica volcano. So it's a lovely place in introduction. So very small towns and villages and resort towns, if you like. Pucón could be those who are in Victoria. I can compare it, say, Bright in Victoria. This could be the equivalent of. Of course, the mountains in South America are a lot bigger. A lovely town I like is Valdivia. This is just on the coast, on the Chilean coast. It's a university town, 10-15 kilometres from the sea. Just a delightful place to wander around in the riverfront, and there's market stalls and music and nice activities thing. But the whole idea is to get off the main Pan-American highway and divert into these the foothills and then into the mountains of the Andes. There's lots of suggestions. There's Puerto Montt. We love staying at Puerto Varas. This is the starting point to the lakes crossing. The island of Chiloé has now got an airport, and there's some really great hotels in this particular place, so you can drive down into this area and back again. There's a little ferry crossing. You can go all the way down to Patagonia, and that's another little program that we have. But so we're just going to concentrate on this particular area here. Tiny villages influenced by the Europeans, as you'll see in the photos, and the churches and the rooftops. So a lot of influences from Europe. But the lakes, the whole area in Puerto Varas is dominated by this volcano called Osorno, and from whichever angle you'll see it, it's just dominating it. So right now it'll be covered a lot more with snow area. So beautiful lakes, rivers, and national parks, great villages, towns, excellent hotels to choose from, anything from 3-star to 5-star lodges, very comfortable, and just people just do their own thing. On the island of Chiloé, they're now just these churches, there's about 30 of them, 25, 30 that have been UNESCO Heritage listed, and they're made out of wood. The whole construction is wooden, and they've got a special listing now, and they're worthwhile visiting. It's dominated by fishing villages, and then of course the fjords and the lakes, and so that's their main industry. There are the Mapoche Indians here. They have some little craft markets there. But the people that mainly the area as what is known as the Lakes Crossing of Chile and Argentina. So just a couple of minutes on that here. You can fly in and out of Puerto Montt. Remember, we drove down from Temuco. Sorry, just go back to the map. And a couple of days exploring, and then clients can go all the way through to Bariloche on the Argentine side, which is a real lovely day trip, and it operates in both directions all year round. Right now it's winter time, so there's going to be a lot of snow around the area, and the trip starts around 8 o'clock in the morning and it'll finish by the time, but it'll be quite dark because of the short winter days. But in the summertime, this is just a delightful excursion. It combines bus, boat, Pehulla. Clients can stay overnight in this particular, just on the border. Not much to do, so they need to be outdoor type people. Nice walks and exploring flowers and gardens and the mountains, and then continue by short little bus ride, short little boat ride, finishing up in the place called Jojo, which is a hotel we'll see in a minute, and it's about an hour's drive from here to the town of Bariloche. Both directions, beautiful area, which I'll keep in. And there's Osorno again, and the villages, and so all along you see these sort of scenery. So the services are excellent, buses, boats, food, great way of sort of getting introduction to the food area. Petrahui Lodge is just where the starts or finish of the Lakes Crossing on the Chilean side, and that's the sort of accommodation your clients can have a look at. This is Bariloche on the other side of the lakes. Again, the scenery is equally as beautiful, just a little bit different because it's on the east side of the Andes, and the clients will come in from, we're looking across to Chile from there, and this is into Argentina. A resort town, if you like, and right now it's open for ski season. That's dominate the ski mountains called Mount Cathedral. That's the entry, and that's about a 30-40 minute drive from the centre of Bariloche. Because of the European influences, Bariloche also is famous for chocolates. There's chocolate shops all around here, so winter time's a nice place to explore that particular area. This is where again, looking at Chile into Argentina, this is the famous Jojo Hotel, and the landing of the finishing, the last lake, or the start of, if you're going to start in Bariloche, is just down the bottom here at the port. So again, I just keep telling you about the lovely scenery. Again, on the Argentine side, a combination of hotels. This is going a little bit north, I'll show you in a minute on the map of Argentina. Lodges, beautiful gardens, beautiful places to relax in, great food, great wine, and great activities. So if we're driving, Temuco is up here somewhere, and driving down south, this is one of the border crossing into San Martin de los Andes, and this is the start of their lakes area on the Argentine side. So then this goes across to Osorno, the town, and here is the lakes crossing. So this is only bus, boat, and it's people only. It doesn't take cargo, or you can't put your car on. So you can combine of driving into Argentina, visiting all this area, driving back, and of course we're picking up the car in Chile, so we've got to drop it off in Chile, and we get a permit to arrive into across the border into Argentina. And the clients can then continue if they still want to do the lakes crossing, and after they drop off the car, and that's quite possible, and finish this area and then fly off to either going down south to Calafate or Buenos Aires or Iguazu, etc. So beautiful mountains, and again dominated by Osorno. This is just a little caricature of what we just saw before of the lakes crossing. As I said, the Puerto Varas is the place to stay. Puerto Montt is a great big fishing town, and it's a feeder for going down south. So all day, you start about 8 o'clock, and now in winter time you probably arrive about 9 p.m. Either direction. Okay, on the Argentine side, people who like trains, there's San Carlos de Bariloche, just known as Bariloche. There's the Old Patagonia Express, which runs in this particular area. If you've got people interested in trains, this is the place to see, but it doesn't run every day, and it's run by amateurs, if you like, so we can inquire. We can do train trips all over South America. So once they finish in this area, there are cruises from Puerto Montt on the Scorpius of 5 nights down to the San Rafael Glacier and back again. You can do a ferry ride. This takes cargo and people from Puerto Montt all the way down to Puerto Natales, which is the entry point for Paine National Park and Punta Arenas. It's another way of finishing off your journey. And the other thing that we really love is the overland touring. And this is the highway through the Carretera Austral, and then Highway 40 or Ruta 40 all the way down to Calafate and into Paine, and you can actually go all the way to Ushuaia. But we run a nice program from Puerto Montt down to Punta Arenas, where people can drop off a car, and that works really well for say 4 people. 2 people with accommodation, it's a bit pricey. So we're running a FAM tour next year and want you to join in and want you to win this prize. And I mentioned the volcano, so I need you to type up and let me know what the answer is that. And if you're lucky enough, we'll pull your name out of the hat and you can win this beautiful FAM tour next year that we're planning. Just let me finish off with a little slide for you, which is an active slide of the lakes crossing. So here you can see the bus-boat combinations and the hours, and just a very short little trips through there, a 20-minute ride there. This is quite fun. Then there's a 2-hour bus ride, Puerto, where you can stay overnight, and then the Todos Los Santos, this is a beautiful lake, Petrahui, and finishing up here in Puerto Montt, which just takes 2 hours. So this is the beautiful lakes crossing of Chile, Argentina. I thank you for your time and for your listening. Have you got any questions? Please type them up, and I'm around here to answer them for you if you like. You know, our contact is contours@contourstravel.com. We've got a toll-free number, 1300 135 391. Anything around this particular area, and of course anything in South America. We do Mexico, Central America, South America, which is about 21 countries, and including Cuba. Thank you for your time. Now I'll take some questions.
So we have the first question. Do you have to prepay the Argentinian reciprocity fee if you do the lakes crossing?
Yes, you do. Yes, the clients have to do that online. Yes, because you're entering the country of Argentina. Correct. Thank you for that question. And Chile's got a reciprocity fee, Brazil's got a visa fee, and the rest of the countries are visa free, except Cuba, of course. Any other questions? No? Okay. Thank you very much for your attention, and look forward to our next week. We're going to do another one. Who's doing next week?
We're going to be talking about Patagonia. We're still going to be in Chile, and Rod in our office is going to be talking about that.
Yeah, Rod's driven overland camping tours all around there, and he's an expert in that particular area. We love this, the area and the mountains. I'll leave you with it now. Thank you for your attention. Buenas tardes.